You walk into a room. Across the space, you see her. Confident,
Calm.
well-dressed, elegant. She laughs at something a guy says. You feel that pull. But before you even move, your brain whispers, she's out of my league. You don't approach. You don't even try. Instead, you watch. And somehow she always ends up with a man who seems effortless. And you tell yourself, he must have more money, better genetics, higher status. It feels like a rigged game, like you're playing in a league you weren't drafted into. Now imagine another scene. You're scrolling social media. You see women you admire with men who don't look extraordinary. And that frustrates you more, because now your excuse collapses. Here's your first shift. High-value women are not choosing better men. They're choosing men who believe they belong. That's it. You think you're competing on income. You're competing on certainty. Let's zoom in. You upgraded your wardrobe. You improved your body. You increased your income. But when you stand near a woman you admire, your posture tightens. Your voice changes. Your energy asks for approval. And insecurity leaks louder than confidence speaks. You can't hide it, because attraction isn't built on your resume. It's built on your emotional presence. Now picture this visually. Two men walk into the same room. One adjusts his watch and scans the room for validation. The other moves slowly, calmly, like he expects to be there. Same income, same height, different energy. Which one feels higher value?
Exactly.
Here's your second shift. You don't feel invisible to high-value women. You make yourself invisible by pre-rejecting yourself. You assume she wouldn't be interested, so you pull back before she ever evaluates you. That protects your ego, but it guarantees your outcome. Now, let's add humor. You say the dating game is rigged, but you haven't even entered the arena. You're in the stands analyzing the referee. And here's something deeper. You tell yourself, she wouldn't choose me. But what you're really saying is, I don't believe I'm enough at that level. That belief leaks. It shows up in micro-behaviors. You over-explain. You overqualify. You subtly pedestal her. Pedestal energy kills attraction. High-value women don't want worship. They want grounded. Here's the third shift. High-value women are not unattainable. They are unattainable to men who feel beneath them. Big difference. Let that sit. If you treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. If you treat her like a person, she'll respond like a woman. Now imagine this. You approach her not with, I hope she likes me,
But with.
I'm curious if we align. That internal shift changes everything. You stop chasing. You start evaluating. You ask better questions. You hold eye contact longer. You don't rush to impress. That calm energy feels rare. Now, let's address the belief that protects you. If you convince yourself high-value women are unattainable, you never have to risk rejection at that level. That feels safer. But safe also means stagnant. And stagnation builds resentment. Now here's something powerful. High-value women are highly perceptive. They sense insecurity instantly. Not because they're judging you, because insecurity changes behavior. When you believe you belong, your body language reflects it. Shoulders relaxed, voice steady, eye contact warm. When you believe you don't belong, your energy asks, am I good enough? That question lowers polarity. Now, let's make this practical. Next time you see a woman you admire, do this. Instead of rating her value, rate your alignment. Ask yourself, do I like how she carries herself? Do our lifestyles match? Does her energy complement mine? Notice the shift. You're not chasing. You're assessing. That subtle internal frame creates equality. Equality builds attraction. Now here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, approach one woman you consider out of your league each week. Not to win, to practice belonging.
Keep it simple.
Grounded, curious, and observe how your nervous system reacts. Because the real work isn't improving your resume. It's upgrading your self-perception. When you feel worthy, you behave worthy. And when you behave worthy, women notice. In the next video, I'm going to break down the subtle signs high-value women look for in men within the first 5 minutes, so you can position yourself correctly from the start. Subscribe if you're done watching from the sidelines. Watch the next video if you're ready to belong in any room you walk into. Because the game isn't rigged, but your mindset might be. And that's something you can change.